Hello all.
This is a public service announcement. We're encouraging you, get out and vote.
Obviously, voting is great. Voting helps to unite this country and allows you to have the power to decide our leader, and you may do that based on your beliefs, your values, or just what you want to see changed in this country.
Voting will make you feel like an accomplished citizen because you will know you are doing the right thing and helping your country. And you're also expressing your own beliefs, which is the point of our democracy. You can decide what you want our country to be like.
Exactly. Now, if you don't know anything about voting or lack information and don't know where to find it, there are many places you can find this information. One place you could go is to a trusted friend. Maybe you're younger, you need a trusted adult, or someone in your family that you know knows about politics, knows about the history of our country, and just has some common sense. You could also go to your local library. Now, at your library, you could find books on different things in history, some things about suffrage maybe, which also means voting. You can find things on different political parties, such as the Democratic Party, who believes in a more activist approach and changing things in this country for the greater good and for the good of every single person. Or you could find a book on the Republican Party, who believes more in a traditional scheme of things and keeping things the way they used to be. You could also find something about a Libertarian Party, which is more in between, siding with the Democrats on the social side and the Republicans on the economic side. If you can't find anything at the library, you can always go online and research on websites with .gov at the end. Many of the government sites are great for finding information on political parties and politics in general. And if none of that works, then always go to your parents. Your parents are great people. They brought you into this world, and clearly they have many beliefs on, how this country is ran and what things should be done.
Also, you can look up certain people that run in our government. Look for their websites to find more information about them, to see certain representatives you would like to vote for. And voting has changed a lot throughout the years. In our nation, in colonial times, only white men that owned land could vote. That's how it started. And they got those ideals from Europe. And then when the 15th Amendment was passed in 1870, all adult men were guaranteed the right. But that didn't actually guarantee African Americans the right to vote because they didn't have very many opportunities to register because states would just not allow them to. And if they tried, they could get arrested or beat by police for no reason at all. And they had poll taxes, which they couldn't afford because it'd be outrageous prices for them just to vote. And they had tests that they couldn't do because they were supposed to be literacy tests, but they weren't right at all. And also, women were allowed the right to vote after the 19th Amendment in 1920. So this helped voting move forward. And then the civil rights allowed the 24th Amendment to be passed in 1964, which actually allowed African Americans to vote freely without any of the restraints. And then in 1971, after the voting age was changed to from 21 to 18.
Yes, so these are all important things to know, and I believe, and I think Carter can agree, that the most important thing you have to know when voting is just be educated. Know who you're voting for, know what you're voting for, know what your beliefs are, and stand firm with those beliefs. You don't want to go and vote for just anybody because your friends are voting for them or your family's voting for them. You want to vote for who you believe is right, regardless of whether they have a lot of power in this country, whether it's a big party candidate, whether it's a smaller party candidate. You want to vote based on what you know about them being good or bad, and you want to know exactly what you're doing when you vote. You don't want to vote for no reason, obviously, and you just want to vote based on your beliefs.
Don't vote to be to go along with everyone else, because if you vote for someone that you don't actually like and then they get in office and they do things that you don't agree with, you're not gonna like it.
Exactly. So we hope we have educated you more on voting throughout history your voting rights, and obviously places you can find information. And of course, stay educated.